Yo, what's up? I'm your boy, Sir.
It's your girl, Kenda.
And we're with 2020 Podcast, and this is another 2020 review. Today, we're going to be reviewing one of my favorite movies of this year so far. Now, if you know anything about me, you know I love horror movies.
I don't.
It is what it is, cuz. So I was a pleasant surprise that we got The Invisible Man this year, which is what we'll be reviewing. Now, I was really proud of you that you was able to get through this movie, because this was a movie that's considered a horror, kind of a horror suspense.
For y'all that don't know, small disclosure, yes, I really don't do horror movies. I'm not afraid to say, no, I'm scared.
Yeah, you did look away a few times, which I understand. What I thought was kind of cool, though, it goes to show, I feel like, how well they crafted the suspense part of this.
No, they definitely did that.
And to give a little background on the movie, it was directed by Leigh Whannell, who's done a series of other movies. His involvement with the Saw series in the beginning. I believe he's even been part of like Insidious and The Conjuring and other films like that. So he's got a little bit of history with horror. So I was really impressed. To kind of give a little bit of a synopsis, we follow the young lady by the name of Cecilia. She kind of goes by C in this one, which I understand because every Cecilia I call CC.
Really?
Yeah, every single one.
Ooh.
But you follow this young lady, and she's just trying to avoid detection from her abusive boyfriend. Husband. Were they married? Oh, husband. She tried to escape, and allegedly he committed suicide, but he just seems to still be here. And that's the story. I won't go too in detail because I want you to check it out. It's really dope. But this gets scary. Like, it has certain moments where it'll stare at a wall for a really long time and really make you think it's something there when there's really nothing there, but it's just making you uneasy, and it'll slowly zoom in on it to make it seem like there's stuff there when sometimes they're not. And sometimes there is. Like, there's a couple times where we rewinded. There's this scene where she's cooking.
Yeah, and you tell me to keep looking at. It seems like the Invisible Man, by the way, that he didn't name is called Adrian. His name is Adrian.
Yeah.
Which is her husband. And it just seems like he said, the woman, Celia, is in the kitchen, and somehow the stove just cuts up automatically. But you have to pay very, very close attention to catch that detail.
Yes, it's a bunch of little things that you have to pay attention to and catch. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you might be like, why am I looking at this? And then something bigger happened.
Right.
So there are like certain clues that something's about to go off. So if you're one of those people that like to pay attention to like every single detail in the movie, if you like break down a movie, you're going to love this. Yeah, you're going to love this. And even if you're not, if you just like being scared every now and again, unlike her, I highly recommend this one.
I recommend you to watch, just not by yourself.
I can co-sign that. I can totally co-sign that. Because there is one scene in particular involving paint where, yeah, I'm going to leave that there. Where I was like, ooh,
right.
It's a couple scenes that got me, and I love horror.
Out at you.
Yeah, man. It's really dope. It made me really happy that Blumhouse and Universal really came together to make this film. For those of you that don't know, Universal was trying to do a dark universe where they were resurrecting the old movies like Dracula, The Invisible Man, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And a few years back, The Mummy was created with
Dwayne Johnson.
No. It was with the guy from Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise. Mm-hmm. So it didn't do too hot. It wasn't that they tried to do too much, and it didn't do too well. But it's nice to note that they're coming back to it and just focusing on horror and not action. And this is like a realistic take on what could happen if you took The Invisible Man and made him modern. So it was really dope.
Yes, that's not to mention though, like, this was a $7 million film.
Yes.
That was the budget for this film. So ironically, it made 126, and that was what, during the quarantine?
Yes. So $7 million to make this movie, but they turned around and made 126 million, and that's with them shutting down theaters.
So just imagine what they would have done had the movie really still been open.
Yo.
I wasn't going to see it, but yeah.
I would have loved to have been in the theater watching this. I really hate I didn't go and do it when I had the chance, because I love those moments where something jumps out at you and you know it scares you. I love that, and I live for that. So I really feel like I shortchanged myself. This makes me excited for the next few films they got. Word is on the street that they're trying to rework Dracula right now, and the Wolfman will follow suit. And I'm like, yo, let's do it. You know, you got me. If it's gonna be like this, you got my attention. So I definitely recommend you go and I think it's on video on demand. So definitely check it out. It is worth your time. So yeah. So that being said, this has been your boy Sirr.
I'm your girl Kenda.
And we are
Peace.
No,
as I said, I'm not trying to go see that.
Man, you just scary. You scary.
Well, call it what you like, sir.
You're scary.
That's fine.